what's up you guys, Aftershow Reacts here, and today I'm going to be reacting to the last ever episode of Stargate Atlantis. So this is a big deal, finishing another show. After this, we've got Stargate Universe. Yeah, so this is the last episode of Stargate Atlantis. How do we feel about this? Let's do some calculations. Well, not really calculations, but some facts. So I started Stargate Atlantis on the 1st of June 2023, and it is the 26th of February 2025. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Yeah. And then just for the hell of it, let's take a look at when I started Stargate in general. So I started posting Stargate on the regular on the 30th of August 2021. So, been doing this franchise for a while now. Yeah. It's gonna be sad to say goodbye to these characters. I imagine we might see some of them again in Universe. I don't really know what the premise of Universe is, but we will find out, won't we? You probably already know, but I don't. Yeah. I just want to say thank you for following me on this journey. This is the last ever episode of Stargate Atlantis. Let's see what ends.
Incoming wormhole. Signals coming in now.
Also, I don't know why I thought that she had such a big role in the show.
John Sheppard.
Initially.
Well, you weren't looking so good last time I saw you.
Yes, well, you'll be pleased to know the treatment was successful, although excruciatingly painful.
You're just saying that to make me feel good.
I was able to return to my position as leader of the Alliance, although I have had a recent setback. Perhaps you can see what is remaining of my shuttle behind me.
Yeah, nice landing.
Don't be so critical, Sheppard. It wasn't long ago my flying skills saved the lives of both you and your companions. It wasn't pilot error. I was attacked by one of my underlings.
You'll excuse me for being blunt, but why should we care?
It isn't the fact that he attacked and at least temporarily defeated me that should concern you. It's rather how he managed to do it.
And how was that?
He acquired a very rare and powerful piece of technology, one with which I believe you are quite familiar.
ZPM? Are you kidding me?
That's what he said.
I don't buy it.
Why not?
Well, for one, they don't exactly grow on trees.
Maybe they do. Maybe they found a ZPM tree somewhere.
Story.
It is possible that he mentioned the 0-point module simply to get our attention.
Except you would also have to know that sooner or later we would discover the truth.
If this is true, it could be very, very bad. I mean, inefficient power generation is the Achilles heel of Wraith technology. It's basically the reason for every technological advantage we have. If this underling, or whatever it is that Todd calls him, is flying around in a ZPM-powered hive ship, then
It's a threat we can't tolerate. And we won't.
Alright, last time. Come on guys, do it with me. La 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 la. Are you guys harmonizing with me? Na 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 na. La 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 la.
Well, here we are again.
Indeed, this city has become quite familiar to me. Almost a respite from daily life. It would be a shame to see it destroyed.
Are you suggesting that if we don't help you, that would be a likely outcome? Where did the ZPM come from?
You recall I managed to acquire a few of the devices from the replicator's city before it was destroyed?
Yes, and they were lost when Colonel Sheppard took out the cloning facility.
Not all of them.
Excuse me.
I may have acquired a few more than I let on.
How many more?
Let's not get caught up in unnecessary details.
I like details.
Even if I were to give you a number, you'd have no way of verifying it. You certainly wouldn't accept my word for it, so what's the point?
All right, then tell me this. Why now? You've had those EPMs for over a year.
The organic nature of the hive creates certain incompatibilities with ancient technology. These had to be overcome before the modules could be put to useful work.
You managed to do it with the cloning facility.
A hive is a much more complicated proposition. Multiple systems need to be adapted. Hyperdrive, weapons, hull regeneration. I put my best scientists to work on this project. And recently, one of them succeeded.
Only he didn't want to turn it over to you. And now you want us to help you kick him to the curb.
It would be in your best interest.
Does he know the location of Atlantis?
More unnecessary details.
It's kind of necessary.
Obviously, the answer is yes. And obviously, you'll assume I'm lying. And obviously, it won't matter because I know you can't take the chance either way. What you really need to know is that this hive is a work in progress. It has yet to reach its full potential, which means if you attack it now, you may be able to destroy it, but if you hesitate, it will be too late, and this hive will be unstoppable. Was it really necessary to remove my subspace transmitter and force me to wear this ridiculous outfit?
Well, after what happened last time on this ship, you can't blame us.
I take it then my request to be on the bridge when we make contact?
Tonight.
Understandable.
Here's the problem. Every time we get involved with you, I feel like I'm walking around with a live grenade in my pocket. Just waiting for it to all go wrong for that one thing you forgot to mention.
I assure you in this case...
Save it. Been down this road before.
If you really feel that way, why would you let me go after our last encounter?
We had a deal and you kept up your end of the bargain. And to be honest, I didn't think you'd live. If I find out you're playing us, I'm not gonna wait for authorization. There isn't gonna be any paperwork. I'm just gonna kill you. What's status, Colonel?
We're approaching coordinates. You going somewhere?
Yeah, drop us out early before we get into sensor range. We'll check it out on the jumper.
That's not the plan.
We can go in cloaked. Stay in touch through subspace on a secure channel.
It's what Todd says it is. You can come in guns blazing.
All right.
Cage and cloak.
All right, getting readings now. Huh.
What?
I'm reading higher than normal energy output. I mean, significantly higher.
Consistent with the ZPM?
It's hard to say from this far out.
Sheppard, what's your status?
Kay's getting some interesting readings, so we're going in for a closer look.
I'm detecting massive energy output. It's growing.
What the hell are you talking about?
That's what they're doing with the surplus energy, using it to grow a larger, and if I'm reading this correctly, significantly denser outer hull. But it makes sense. I mean, normal hives have a limit of growth. I mean, any bigger or heavier and they become impossible to maneuver, let alone get into hyperspace. And you make a simple left turn and you're torn apart by your own inertia, but with a ZPM...
I get the picture. What does that mean for us?
When they're done, my guess is that hull will be all but impenetrable.
All right, well, I better take them out of the picture before they get that far.
Hold on, they're powering weapons.
They can't see us, right?
Of course not. They must just be running a test. Holy crap.
Well, what are the odds of them randomly firing a test shot directly at us?
I would say, given the enormity of empty space all around us, non-existent.
They can see us.
They must have figured out a way of increasing the sensitivity of their scanners.
We guess something to do with a ZPM.
Probably.
Analyst, we got a problem. Our cloak's ineffective.
We're on our way. Take us in maximum sublight.
I'm dropping the cloak. It ain't doing us any good.
Not to mention you could fire back.
One thing at a time, Rodney. We're hit! I've lost controls.
I'll work out a bypass. Give me a minute.
They get a beat on us, Rodney. We're dead.
It worked, sir. We blocked the shot. Shield is holding.
All right, now return fire. Main battery full power.
Direct hit.
Damage?
Minimal.
Ready missiles. We're gonna throw everything we have at this guy.
Sir, I'm reading a massive energy buildup.
Brace for impact!
Shields are down! Heavy damage on all decks.
Evasive maneuvers, you can't take another hit like that.
All right, you should have flight controls now.
What about weapons?
Not a chance.
Something's happening.
Okay, bye.
Kevin, what the hell are you doing here?
Reassignment. More fun and adventure in the Pegasus galaxy.
Show us what you got, please.
It's a subspace signal. We detected it just before the hive jumped into hyperspace. It was weak. Luckily, I happened to be monitoring the sensor, or we might not have picked it up at all.
It's Wraith code.
Obviously. And we're having trouble deciphering it because the message is interlaced with a residual radiation, and I've never seen it before.
I have. Once when we met another me, and once when we encountered another Daedalus. This signal is sent from another reality.
Oh, I'm sorry, what the hell are you talking about?
Look, some Wraith somewhere in another reality sent a coded signal. Only whatever means they used to access subspace created a rift, allowing the signal to cross into multiple realities, including our own.
So what does it say?
Oh, just give me a second.
The location of Atlantis. We know this from the shit episode previously.
Right.
What is it?
It's a set of coordinates.
Coordinates to what?
Earth.
Oh, right, yeah. that, not Atlantis.
You think the hive picked up the signal?
Why else would they leave like that? It can't be a coincidence. The Wraith know that Earth is a much richer feeding ground than anything in the Pegasus galaxy. They've been looking for those coordinates for years.
All right, as soon as communications are back up, we'll contact Atlantis, have them relay a message to Stargate Command.
Wait a minute, I got an idea. How many ships do we have available?
Aside from ourselves, there's the Apollo and the Sun Tzu.
How about the Odyssey?
That's on some secret mission even I'm not supposed to know about.
Well, then two will have to be enough.
What do you suggest?
Look, that hive may be super powerful and all, but I'll bet it has to drop out of hyperspace at some point along the way for hull regeneration. I can use the sensor data from the jumpers to extrapolate exactly where that'll be.
Sounds pretty risky. If you're wrong,
I won't be. Anyways, we can't afford to wait till they get all the way to Earth. My guess is that by that point, they'll be fully adapted to the ZPM.
Do it.
Sir, Daedalus just dropped out of hyperspace.
It's about time.
Colonel Sheppard and his team are beaming down.
Colonel, it's good to finally have you all back.
What'd we miss?
Well, the good news is there's no indication of any other Wraith ships heading for the Milky Way.
So as I figured, that signal was too short and too weak. That ship only detected it because of its obvious improvements to the sensors.
All right, what's bad news?
This is part of a subspace message sent by Colonel Ellis from on board the Apollo.
We've engaged the hive, unfortunately without much success. The Sun Tzu is crippled. We're in the process of taking on a crew now. With my engines down, I won't be able to get to the nearest Stargate for at least a month. As for the enemy, all indications are that they received very little damage and are continuing on their previous course.
With those two ships out of the picture, nothing stands between that hive and Earth.
Of course the Odyssey is busy.
There you are. Look, I've been thinking.
So have I.
There is another ship that can help defend Earth.
I know, we're standing on
The
it.
city, exactly. The only problem...
CPS.
Yeah, but if we want to get there in time to make a difference, we need a full complement.
Where do you think I'm headed, Rodney? Things didn't go exactly according to plan.
So I heard you intend to hold me responsible.
All I know is that everything went sideways, the way it always does when you're involved. Are you gonna tell me that's a coincidence?
Then you've come to make good on your threat.
The other ZPM she talked to Woolsey about? Tell us where to get them and maybe it'll improve your situation.
Am I supposed to be enticed by this offer?
No, I'll probably kill you anyway. But don't forget, this Wraith betrayed you and got away with it. For no other reason, you might want to do it out of pure spite.
You know how to talk to me, John Sheppard.
We got him.
We started the show with no ZPM. Now we got two.
Actually came through for us.
Maybe he's turning over a new leaf.
Get those down to Zelenka immediately.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, make sure they don't have a bomb on them or something.
Plug him in.
Yeah.
Have Dr. McKay check them first.
Right.
You won't be flying the city for us. In fact, you won't be coming with us at all. You have a half an hour to pack, and then you'll be gating back to Earth. Even with the ZPMs, there's still a good chance we won't get there in time. And Earth's only other line of defense is the ancient weapons platform. General O'Neill wants you in the chair. Good luck.
Yeah, you too.
Why him? Why wouldn't O'Neill just go in the chair? Giant Mountain!
Colonel Sheppard.
Colonel Carter.
It's good to see you again, John.
Carson?
Rodney?
What, they called you in for this?
Hi.
Well, you must have a higher CIA than I thought.
Excuse me?
Chair interface aptitude, we have a ranking system.
Well, apparently after Colonel Sheppard, I'm number 2.
Really? Look into that.
Well, thanks for the vote of confidence, Rodney.
Oh, I'm sure you'll do fine.
Great.
Remember in the first episode?
Suppose I'm ready.
Raise the shield.
Dr. Beckett, take us out.
Weird that they don't have Sheppard flying the city. Wouldn't Beckett be better at the fucking outpost? Not, like, literally Beckett is flying a city, not the pilot. It's so weird to me.
So, you're in command here, huh?
Only until General Andre gets back. He's setting up a task force in Washington. My next position is to take command of our new Daedalus-class ship.
Phoenix?
Actually, we're renaming it the General Hammond.
Oh, yeah. I heard about that. Sorry, it was kind of sudden.
Heart attack. I was off-world at the time.
I think because the actor actually died, I'm assuming.
What's next? C-130 to McMurdo?
Not exactly.
Mr. Woolsey, you wanted to see us?
Yes. Come in, please. I wanted the opportunity to offer you both one last chance to reconsider.
Reconsider what?
Your involvement in this mission. I'm told we're about to pass the outer edge of the Pegasus galaxy. If you wish to be dropped off, now would be the time.
Mr. Woolsey.
We've all grown so accustomed to having you here, as part of the team. It's easy to lose sight of the fact that your priorities are not necessarily always the same as ours. You're being asked to fly to another galaxy, to take what might turn out to be the losing part in a battle that isn't yours.
You mean like everyone on this base has been doing for the last 5 years?
Thank you for your consideration, Mr. Woolsey, but I assure you it is not necessary.
We're not going anywhere.
Very well.
All right, looks like we're ready to go.
There's been a change of plans. I'm afraid the refit took too long. The Hive's still in lunar orbit, but we've detected an inbound wave of darts.
I guess I got tired of waiting. Any idea where the target is?
We think so. The Wraith message we intercepted contained a warning about Earth's defensive capabilities, specifically the drone chair. Only in the alternate reality where the message came from, looks like the chair had been moved to Area 51.
That's where they're heading?
We believe so.
Evacuate the base, let them hit it. When they bring the Hive down, we'll take them out from Antarctica. Right?
I'm sorry, John. I was going to tell you this, but...
Tell me what?
The chair was in violation of the Antarctic Non-Proliferation Treaty. After lengthy international negotiations, they finally moved it just less than a month ago.
Then why did O'Neill bring him here?
Area 51.
Why is that a problem?
All right, Colonel, they're entering the atmosphere now. Should be showing up on the screens momentarily.
All right, we got him. 12 o'clock high range, 8 kilometers and closing fast.
You are cleared to engage.
I am very confused why he's not using the chair. I don't get it.
We're seriously outnumbered. They'll never be able to keep them all from getting through.
Sheppard, 2 darts have disengaged. They're headed for the deck.
Come on, it Riggs, you're with me.
Number 6.
Damn it.
The darts are coming in too fast.
It's a kamikaze.
I'm very confused why he was brought back to Earth to be on the chair, but he's not on the I don't know.
This is Sheppard. Am I seeing what I think I'm seeing?
It's a nice try, John. There was just too many of them. Chair's been destroyed.
I got an idea.
He's climbing rapidly. He's heading into the upper atmosphere.
Sheppard, your orders are to return to the base.
Still got a nuke. I'm gonna finish this mission. I'll wait for him to enter orbit. I'll fire up my systems, shoot my way through the dark bay door, and fly the damn bomb right down his throat.
John, I can't ask you to do that.
Well, you're not asking. I'm volunteering. Look, without that chair, Earth is basically defenseless, right? Right. Commencing radio silence. Sheppard out.
What happened?
We
it up to the hyperspace.
Don't tell me we're there already. We're not even close. We're on the edge of the Milky Way. So then why did we drop out? Well, obviously we're not sure. Doctor. Look, the hyperdrive hasn't been operated at full power in over 10,000 years. It's not surprising there are a few glitches.
But you can fix it.
Figure out what's wrong first, don't I?
In the meantime, recalibrate our gate position so we can dial Earth.
Yes, right away.
We have to apprise them of our situation.
It's kind of weird that, like, you know, there's like this looming threat here, but we haven't even seen this Wraith.
They've begun scanning us.
Any word from Sheppard?
According to my best estimates of his trajectory, his orbit won't intersect with the hives for another 20 minutes. Okay, now if he fires up too early to close
They'll
the
detect
gap,
his presence and send out darts to intercept.
he wouldn't stand a chance.
Excuse me, Colonel.
What is it, Walter?
We've been trying to dial up the Alpha site to send through those IOA dignitaries.
Little IOA, courageous to the end.
What's the problem?
Can't establish a lock. And it's not just the Alpha site. I've already tried a couple of alternates, but for some reason, gate's offline.
Stargate Command, this is Atlantis. Do you read?
Comm system is operating, sir. They're just not responding.
Okay, this is weird. I'm picking up an energy signature feeding back through the wormhole. It's Wraith.
The Wraith are at Stargate Command.
No, these readings are more like something you'd pick up in the middle of a hive.
But we dialed Earth.
You don't think that's standard Wraith procedure? Keep your victims from dialing out.
What are you talking about?
There's a gate on the hive. What? The Wraith always try to block the gate of a planet they're attacking. Usually by dialing in. They couldn't do that in this case, so they came up with another solution.
You see, when two gates are in proximity, one supersedes the other. Usually it's the default gate, unless it happens to be a Milky Way model, and the other one's from Pegasus.
We encountered exactly the same problem on the Midway station. He had to create a workaround to prevent the Pegasus gate from always taking precedent.
You're telling me that wormhole
leads directly onto the hive. That cleared the way?
That's one way to find out.
I should have sent more Marines with them.
A full-scale assault wouldn't have accomplished anything. If they're going to sabotage key systems on that hive, they're going to...
I mean, wouldn't it?
I just hate being stuck out here in the middle of nowhere, not able to do anything.
Actually, that's something I've been wanting to talk to you about. This is something that Rodney's been working on for quite some time. It's an adaptation of an ancient technology which was abandoned because of instability and enormous power requirements.
What is it?
Wormhole drive. It's nearly instantaneous travel across enormous distances. It's not unlike gate travel itself. If it works, it could have us on Earth in a matter of seconds. Now, the calculations are incredibly complex. If we're off even by a fraction, it could be very bad.
Which way, Rodney?
I've been thinking. There's over a dozen critical systems we could go for, but there's only one that solves the problem once and for all. We go for the ZPM, create a fatal overload, takes out the whole ship, one shot.
I like the sound of that.
Yeah, the only problem is once I start the overload, I have no way of knowing whether we can get off the ship in time.
And you're just telling us this now?
I don't have much of a chance to work out the details. I'm thinking on my feet here.
What difference does it make? We have a chance to destroy the ship. We're gonna take it no matter what, right?
Lead the way, Rodney.
She's a mother, though.
All right, I'd say it's time to get moving.
So your people are on the ship now.
They hit his lungs, bleeding out.
Ronan!
Let's go. Let's go.
No! We are not leaving without a ship. Ronan! Ronan!
Come on, we gotta get out of here now. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, come on, come on. Let's go.
Stargate Command, this is Sheppard Command.
Sheppard, where are you?
I made it inside. Look, I don't have much time for this place is swarming with Wraiths, so I'm arming the nuke.
What did he say, nuke?
John.
Do me a favor, when Atlantis shows up, tell him I say goodbye.
Sheppard, this is McKay.
Look, stop what you're doing now!
McKay.
Look, it's a long story. Just important thing is, if you're about to do what I think you're gonna do, don't.
This hive is about to attack Earth, Rodney. I don't have much of a choice.
Look, just wait. We'll come to you. I'm sure I can rig up some kind of a remote detonator.
What good's that gonna do for us? We can't get off this ship, Rodney.
That's where you're wrong.
You guys are the last people I expected to see on this ship.
Same here. Give me a minute.
Where's Ronan? Taylor, where's Ronan?
Sorry, John.
Not what I was expecting.
And bound your wound.
That was real nice of you.
Now you will answer my questions.
Hive has completed surface scan.
Okay.
Military installations first, then the power grid. Send the population into a panic. Then they'll launch the darts.
How many humans are on my ship? Where are they?
How you doing, Chewie? Oh, you were dead. We're all gonna be dead unless we get out of here.
They just made their way back to Ronan because?
That's it. Powering weapons.
Sheppard, what's your status?
We got Ronan. We're headed to the gate.
How much time?
5 minutes to get there.
5 minutes to recalibrate the DHD for local coordinates.
Does that just feel like a bit of a cheap shot, killing him and then just bringing him back immediately? Feels like a bit of a cheap shot.
Weapons, we're out of time.
Understood. Give me the detonator.
We're almost there. Look, did I say 5 minutes to recalibrate the DHD? I meant 2 minutes.
Rodney.
John, wait. We're detecting another ship.
Now would be the time, Doctor.
Understood.
It's Atlantis. They're engaging the Hive.
That might give us enough time to get to the gate.
Sir, the Hive is returning fire. Shields are down 70%.
Keep firing, Dr. Beckett.
I'm kind of annoyed about that Ronan thing. Like, it's the last episode.
Pushed us into a lower orbit. We're skidding the atmosphere.
Training the shield, sir.
Dr. Beckett, can you adjust our course?
I don't have enough power. I can keep firing or pull us up. Which is it going to be?
Keep firing, Dr. Beckett.
There's a coming, Ronnie! I got it! Start on the alpha site now!
Shields are about to collapse. We can't take another hit.
All right, let's move!
They did it! The Hive's been destroyed.
Atlantis, this is Stargate Command. Well done.
Thanks for the kind words, Colonel, but I wouldn't pop the champagne just yet. We've lost orbit and Dr. Beckett is unable to compensate. We're going in.
Do you have enough shield to survive re-entry?
We're about to find out.
Oh, it's a good thing it looks like you're aiming for water.
Atlantis, this is Stargate Command. Do you read?
Colonel, we've been monitoring radio chatter. Several commercial vessels in the North Pacific have reported a giant fireball streaking across the sky.
Atlantis, this is Stargate Command. Do you read? Atlantis, this is Stargate Command. Please respond.
Stargate Command, this is Atlantis. Nice to hear from you again, Colonel.
Mr. Woolsey, you gave us quite a scare.
Sorry about that. Completed our re-entry, and as far as I can tell, we're still in one piece. Dr. Beckett thinks he can bring us in over water, but you might want to alert the Navy. It's gonna be close.
Understood. Walter, you better get me the president. It looks like Atlantis is coming home.
After all that time, it's back on Earth.
Banged up, even with the ZPMs, we're not going anywhere for a while.
And when they fix it, you really think they're gonna let us take it back to Pegasus?
I'll make sure you get home.
This is my home.
Am I interrupting?
No, I was just leaving.
I heard you died and came back to life.
Okay, this is random.
There's a few things I still need to do.
You up for taking a walk?
I don't see why not.
There's something you should see.
Okay, it seems like Ronan and her.
You were saved, you and your friend survived, and all thanks to my 0-point module.
That's right. Question is, what would happen next time?
Is there going to be a next time?
You have room for 2 more?
Of course. Ronan, welcome to Earth.
Walking around okay for someone that got stabbed.
No one can see us, right?
We managed to activate the cloak before we came in too close. This entire area is under naval quarantine.
Oh, so this is where everyone went, huh?
You okay?
I'm alive. And I've got you. What else would I need?
Nice view.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Alright. Well, that's the end of Stargate Atlantis. I have just one bone to pick, really. And it's the fact that they brought Ronan back. Okay. I want to preface this by saying I love Ronan as a character. And I was sad to see him die. But I feel like it's a complete cheap shot to just bring him back. And then the Wraith die immediately after. Like, what a fucking cheap shot. Like, it's your last ever episode and you're not even actually going to commit to a death. Let me just tell you, this show did not commit to a single death. That really bothered me, because it was like, it just felt really cheap. But yeah, it looks like Atlantis is back on Earth again. I don't really know what that means for Todd. They didn't really clarify that. Well, I feel like that was left up in the air. I mean, as series finales goes, it was alright. It wasn't, like, the worst series finale that I've seen. It wasn't the best. It was probably middle of the road. I am gonna miss the characters. I'm hoping that we'll get to see them in universe, hopefully. Some of them, at least. Yeah. I think I just feel a little bit underwhelmed by the fact that they just didn't commit to killing Ronan. Like, it's your last ever episode. I mean, I don't actually know when Universe came out in regards to this. Like, if they knew that they were getting Stargate Universe or whatever. But, like, I just think they chickened out. I don't know. I think that's just kind of like sullied my feelings on it, I suppose. That's not bad, though. I enjoyed the show. I think objectively, though, I think I preferred SG-1. Yeah. But it was still decent show. So yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys thought. And next week there'll be nothing. And then the week after we're gonna start Stargate Universe. So that's gonna be fun. I guess I will see you in the next show.